Oh shit, let me close my porn. Oh, I guess evening now. Holy shit, I'm getting some echo there. Hello, everyone. I am the Savage Beard Barian. Wow, that echo really fucked me up. Good evening, everybody. My manly and monstrous men and beautiful beardettes. I am the Savage Beard Barian. And this is Myrtle and Bill. And I feel very lucky to have them joining me this evening. They are quite the lovely couple, and they really hold my coffee very excellently. Welcome to episode 9 of Side Quest, which really I'm sorry, everybody, I kind of fucked up. I thought it was episode 69. I lost track of time. I went to the brothel and didn't have time to change out of the lady killer clothes. So just please bear with me on this ultra sexy rehearsal episode for the 69th episode, which will come, I believe it's 2 weeks before Christmas next year. So get yourselves ready. We're going to need a lot of whores for that one. So with me tonight, aside from Myrtle and Bill, are my wonderful co-hosts, the not necessarily voluptuous, although she does have quite the wicked hips to a vampire herself, VampKandy, and the less than necessarily magical Magog himself, the now challenged former master of majoring. Have you heard about this, Magog?
What?
Oh yes, I found a challenger for you. Although, I guess before I introduce the story of this wonderful challenger, I should go over the basics for how we're doing the stream. So thank you everybody for joining us today. If you would like to make a donation to fund the streams, you can do so through Super Chats or through the Streamlab links located down at the bottom of this video at the description there, where you can toss money at us individually rather than sending money to Big G, as it were, because villains shouldn't be imprisoned, right? We shouldn't be held captive in the gulag. So you can feel free to send us things there. We'll start things off as per usual with the majesty and wondrousness that is the grind.
The grind! I have a dragon thing.
The grinder.
Do you like my dragon thing?
That is fucking cute.
Yeah.
Did you get that at a small Chinatown shop with some strange advice about feeding times?
I don't know what China is. I'm joking.
I was going to say, dude, where are you getting all of your stuff? I mean, it looks cheap enough to be from there, so...
Well, you know, a lot of traders travel around Moscow, you know, from faraway lands.
Yeah.
And they come and bring their junk and sell it for exuberant prices.
Yeah, so pretty much like China.
Yes. Mm-hmm. In fact, I hear in Kesh, they are learning to mass produce things, you know. Hello,
Holy
everybody! Welcome to Side Quest, and as Beard Barian said, we're going to start off with the grind. So, who wants to kick us off?
Oh, I actually wanted to kick this off because we already got a super chat from a very...
Yeah, I was just gonna say, holy shit.
Yeah,
Wait.
we received super chat from Malcolm from the North.
Oh,
He says,
Thank you,
your
Malcolm.
friendly neighborhood Negromancer has returned from Mexico. Let's catch this episode with you guys in chat. Shout out to Vamp, Beard Baron, and
Yeah.
Magog.
Nice. Welcome. Oh,
Good to have you back, Malcolm.
Yes, Malcolm from the North. I do have a question. Are we breaking up? Somebody look at the live feed, because I'm seeing a lot of red things pop up on the magic portal.
Oh, I'm not seeing anything in the chat, but Vamp, if you want to take a look at that because you're probably gonna be faster than I am at getting it out. I'm not the best at whipping it out, people. I'm sorry. Just forgive
It all looks fine to me.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna lead off the grind.
Well, before we do, Beard Barian, didn't you have
Oh,
something?
yeah.
Didn't you have something? Did you want to try the thing this episode?
Oh, yes, the thing. I forgot about the thing. Oh, my God. People, I have to tell you about this thing. And Malcolm from the North, you just kind of stumbled into this thing now as well. I mentioned the Super Chats and the Streamlabs, but what I didn't mention is that we're having a first-time fantastic giveaway, or raffle, rather, here on SideQuest. Now, my equipment has not been the best. People have been sending me all sorts of letters. Dear God, Beardy, please kill somebody and take their shit so it's better than yours. Beardy, I can make you an axe. Would you like that? Yes, I would, please. All of you, seriously, if you want to send me stuff, cool. But now for this spectacular 60 episodes earlier practice episode for the 69th episode of Side Quest, we're doing this raffle. So for every dollar that you, or rather every donation, $1 or more that you give on Streamlabs to any of us or on Super Chats, will be put into a raffle. And at the end of this episode, we'll have all of them, and we'll just pick a number and go through it. It'd be nuts. It'll be a little bit crazy to wrangle, but we'll figure it out. And the winner will have, well, I guess this wonderful handmade pair of braces that I put a shitload of time into. Now, if you're going to wear these, I must say in advance, they must be worn over cloth. Proper braces always need to be worn over some kind of cloth.
Yes.
But they are fantastic. They are sturdy, and they are very knife resistant. So, I mean, it's a nice thing to have. So if you send in a super chat today or a Streamlab, your name will be entered each time that you do so of $1 or more, and we'll raffle them off at the end of the day. So remember, cool braces. I will be shipping this out either tomorrow or Wednesday. So now is the time.
Yes. So if you super chat or Streamlabs donate to any one of us, we'll try to calculate everyone together. So let's say you wanted to give us $5. Well, instead of $5, you could do $1, and that might up your chances of winning. Of course, it's completely random. So please don't be mad if you lose. But even just $1 gives you a chance to win these wonderful handmade braces that Beardbarian most likely wiped his sweaty balls on.
Just one. I mean, it's got a scoop at the end. It's great.
So yeah, we're gonna do that from now on. We're gonna raffle things off from our worlds. It's so exciting. So just a $1 super chat. You don't have to write anything, but just a $1 super chat will give you a chance to win these wonderful braces. And of course, Beardbarian will mail them to you because it's his item this time. Next time it'll be me or Vamp or whoever, But we're gonna do this now and again, not every episode, because I don't want my set to be all like, oh my god, it's gone, it's just empty.
Oh my god, why is it so naked? And why didn't he send me his robe and pants?
Listen to me using proper parlance and calling it a setup instead of the wizard tower. I'm learning so much about show business.
Shit, Free Press asks a good question. Will the braces be autographed in blood by the great Beardbarian? I can't really autograph it in blood because I won't be able to get it over the border if I do that, but I will absolutely autograph them. Where's the thingy? I have a thingy. I don't know where I put it, so I will look for my pen and then
he will dip his cock in ink. And
well, I don't know how well it'll work because these are properly waxed, so I don't know if it'll stick. Like you have to get the ink in there first before you wax it.
Or,
so I'm gonna try.
You could write a nice little letter and then sign that with a certificate of authenticity.
I was actually going to sneak it wrapped in a news article that was written about me, actually, or at least the photo. I'm not going to read the article, but you gotta take a look at this. The Beardbarian is officially spreading everywhere. I was in the newspaper. Look at that. Look at that. Is the resemblance not uncanny? It is. Look at that. Now that is dedication. Is the headline. It's gonna be fantastic.
Well then.
All right. Well, now that we've made that announcement, we'll count up the super chats and the Streamlabs donations. Vamp, if you wouldn't mind, please keep an eye on my Streamlabs as well as yours if you can, because I'm, blind. All right, let's get to the grind, everybody, now that all that nonsense is over. Everybody, the grind. Vamp, take us away.
Oh. Alrighty. A millionaire's wife who was asked to stay on as his housekeeper when he moved his new lover into their home was yesterday handed a £6 million payout.
Really?
The woman in her 50s says she found the offer by her husband of nearly 20 years very demeaning and upsetting. So she began a legal challenge for a share of a $13 million pound kitty. It's in quotes. I don't know what that means. I assume it's some kind of statuary, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
However, the man in his 70s, who has interest in a portfolio of property in London, could not understand why his wife had become so aggressive, High Court Judge Mr. Justice Bodie said. He also threatened to commit suicide or go on hunger strike if his wife ever took him to court, hoping to gain her portion of his amassed wealth. The couple married in the late 70s, was divorced in the 90s, but the judge stated treated the divorce as just a piece of paper and remained cohabitating. They did not have any children. However, things changed 5 years ago when he met his new lover. The husband installed the other woman and her 12-year-old daughter into their marital home. The husband told his wife he was not intending for her to vacate and would she remain as some sort of housekeeper. He could not come to terms with why she, through her lawyers, had become so aggressive. Ruling in her favor, the wife was awarded £6.12 million. The judge told the family division there was no distinction between the pair's marriage and their post-life divorce.
Wait a minute, if they were divorced, why is she entitled to anything? He was letting her live there.
Yeah, till death do us part, it's over. Fuck off, bitch.
Oh, well, you know. Well, that's, I guess, a good way to start things off, really fucked up families. So I've got one that'll segue right into that.
Just before you jump into that, I have to make a quick... I need to make a quick verbal clarification because somebody mentioned something in chat and I went and quickly looked regarding YouTube's terms of service regarding this contest. So for verbal clarification's sake, and we'll have to add things into the description after this, but this is not a lottery. This is not a pay-to-play contest. This is a way of us giving back as a thank you for people supporting the show, and we're just raffling it off to the people that do support the show during this episode. It is not a lottery. It is not by any means gambling, legally or otherwise, as covered by local legislation where the objects are being shipped from.
Yes.
Anyways, go on.
Yes, it's not a lottery too because we're not.
Yeah, there's no monetary value involved, but just for clarity's sake, because somebody pointed out that could have been confused. I got it covered. I went and looked at the TOS. That's it. We're good. Go on.
Yes. Thank you for clarifying that. This is our first time trying this, so bear with us. But,
fucking versions.
There's only one way to do this. We can't just randomly pick anybody from the chat because the chat goes by. There's 1,000.
Way too fast.
Yeah, there's no way to look at it after the stream. The only way to look at anything after the stream is to have a super chat donation. But as we have not set a monetary value to buy a raffle ticket, if you will, it can be $1 or more, then you get your name in the drawing. It's a drawing, not a lottery. Thank you. Yes, well, anyway.
I'm keeping track, by the way, Magog.
Thank you so much, darling. So, speaking of fucked up families, here's an interesting story coming out of Salt Lake Tribute.
Oh, sounds like a fun place.
Yes. How does a 3-year-old get left at a Utah corn maze? It's a number issues. A polyamorous father says. Or polygamous, maybe. Because polygamy is legal.
Polyamorous.
Well, polyamorous is... I don't know the difference. I really don't.
I think that's...
Isn't that just a fancy word for I fuck a lot of people and pretend that I love them so they'll keep fucking me?
I think it's polygamous because it's it's legal wives. Like, he's not just in an open marriage or an open relationship. He has actual multiple wives. So it's polygamy.
That poor motherfucker.
Right. So, Robert says his wife called him in such a panic she could barely get the words out of her mouth. Their 3-year-old son wasn't home when she woke up the other kids for school on Tuesday morning. The police were on their way to the house to look for him. But before officers began their search, Robert said they called headquarters to ask if any stray or wandering children had been located. Turns out a 3-year-old boy had been found the day before at a corn maze in West Jordan. Now, how do you leave a 3-year-old and then go to sleep?
Really easily. You just turn and then walk off and then lay down at the end of the night and go fuck.
You get all the way home, you put the kids to bed, and you don't notice he's missing till the next morning.
You don't realize, hey, I left with 4 kids. Now I only have 3. Where'd it go?
It's a numbers thing. Let me get to it, Vamp. Your vagina will quiver.
Okay.
Oh,
we're
shit, I'm gonna
working
get the
with
loot.
everybody, and we're thankful that everything went all right, Robert told the Tribune on Thursday. The boy is back with his family and is fine. The boy's mother only wanted people to know how much she appreciated the way the Utah Division of Child and Family Services took care of her son Monday night. Robert asked that his last name not be used. He is a plural family, but says that has nothing to do with why his son was mistakenly left behind. Robert agreed to explain what happened on Monday evening. For starters, there were a lot of children to keep track of, he said. Robert and his wife have 14 children.
No.
Oh, Vamp, if you ever have that many children, can I just follow you around playing like circus music every time your legs split?
At that point, they're just
like
falling out.
Point.
They're not even causing birth pains. They're just like, you know.
I'm a Roman Catholic.
Yep.
I have since the day I was born.
She took 11 of them to the corn maze on the afternoon of Columbus Day. Her sister brought 2 or 3 of her own children, Robert said. The combined families were piled into multiple cars. Between the two...
time in the roof.
Yep. Between the 2 sets of kids, Robert said, there were about 4 blonde-haired boys about the same height. The Aryan race is going to survive.
No, in the cornfield it's not.
No, the children of the corn. When it was time to leave, Robert said his wife buckled the youngest children into the car and the booster seats, including the 3-year-old. Then the older children asked if they could have one of the free donuts someone was giving away at the maze. Robert's wife said yes, and the other children got out of the car, he said. His wife waited in the car. There was a line of donuts, and she waited 15 minutes. She thought the 3-year-old was in the car with her. During that 15 minutes, he must have just jumped out. He wanted a donut,
Abort!
Yeah. Robert's wife and sister-in-law took the remaining children to the house in West Jordan. They watched a scary movie, Robert said, and some of the kids fell asleep. Then his sister-in-law left with their children. The outing and the movie were diversions from the family's routine, Robert said. Family members who would have normally missed the 3-year-old didn't notice he was gone. Robert worked until 9:30 p.m. on this day. So basically, the little kid was left behind because they had 14 of the buggers. But he's home and safe, everybody. Not exactly a horrible story, but I think if there's anybody who could have a genuine excuse for leaving a child at a corn maze, it's got to be somebody with 14 fucking kids.
Part of me wonders if their courting phase, right before they pop another one out, they start singing that song from The Meaning of Life.
Yeah, that was the one I was just singing. That was the intro of it. Because I'm a terrible person, yes. You know what? These 14 children families aren't so bad. I mean, they can stand to lose a few. They obviously don't miss them for a day or two. And it's perfect for me to just snatch them up and take them back to the Beardbarian camp and start retraining them as superior beings. Because they clearly aren't going to find that kind of life lost in a corn maze.
Yes,
unless
yes.
I find them.
Yes,
I need to work on my retrieval.
Get them while they're young, right?
Oh yeah, just like the priest who has a few tricks up his sleeve, bringing his sermons to life because he in fact is a rival magician.
Now we know that VampKandy doesn't have any children because vampires cannot procreate. But imagine that, Vamp. Imagine having 14 kids come out of you.
The name Casey Anthony comes to mind.
Oh God, you're a horrible person, Vamp. Anyway,
yeah, that's been established.
Beardberry, go ahead and hit us with the story. You haven't gone yet.
All right. Priest Mark Townsend blows bubbles from a lectern of the crematorium and asks mourners to make a wish on them at the funeral of a 10-year-old boy.
What? Wait,
what?
They blew bubbles?
Oh, you heard me correctly. Priest Mark Townsend blows bubbles from the lectern of a crematorium and asks mourners to make a wish on them at the funeral of a 10-year-old boy.
Speaking of kids.
This is your rival magician, Magog. I hope you're prepared for this shit.
Bubbles!
As the final bubble lands gently into the minister's hand, it is transformed into a glass bauble, which is handed to the little boy's mum to treasure. At the wedding, weeks later, he rubs 2 rose petals together to produce confetti and showers the bride and groom. These are just 2 of the many tricks independent priest and magician Mark has performed at hundreds of services. It would appear that in response to your dark magic taking control of Earth and your cries to worship me, the Catholic Church has responded by producing magicians of their own. Magog, how does this make you feel?
That's obviously just shysters. It's cons, that's all it is. It's not real magic, it's sleight of hand, and that's not impressive. Well, it is.
The reason why I'm kind of concerned, and this is the real trick, I mean, magic back home is created by the gods. But there are no gods here. So what if we get you here and you have no magic because there are no gods, you're going to have to start learning card tricks and how to rub rose petals together to make confetti.
That's not true. I'm gonna create reliquaries. I'm gonna bring
Is that someplace you put the cards so you can do card tricks?
It's kind of like when Superman comes to Earth, and the one thing that weakens him is kryptonite. Well, think of that in opposite. If I bring something with me that's magically charged, I should be able to feast off of it. Theoretically speaking, of course.
It's all hypothetical.
Yes, I'm going to have to run tests.
Well, you're going to have to test well because Mark, 50, from Leominster, Hertfordshire, began doing magic tricks at age 12 and trained with illusionists, including Paul Daniels. He spent 4 years as a Church of England minister before leaving to go his own way and now also conducts pagan ceremonies. So this priest is now branching out and starting to try and steal your followers. So you really need to tighten that grip, Magog. I'm actually worried about your growing empire against this fellow. This is something. But he said, I never do magic unless somebody asks, but it really can add a special touch. Magic awakens wonder, and I think modern Christianity is sometimes very bad at awakening that wonder. After all, Magog has led a magical... Wow, he's quoting that. After all, Magog has led a magical life filled with wonder. He's on to you. Be careful.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter what tricks he does until he can turn water into wine and walk on water. He's never going to beat the big guy.
Oh.
Can you turn water into wine in less than like 6 months?
I could do better than that. I could turn water into vodka.
I mean, we are going to go to the Great Lakes and make them great again.
Well, most 16-year-old kids can turn vodka into water.
Yeah. Oh, does anybody have a segue off of that, or can we get off of dead kids, for the love of God?
Oh, sure, why not? I'll do one right after this. This one here that's kind of a positive thing. Unless Vamp, you'd like to take it.
Let me find. Oh, here we go.
All right.
It involves the dead, but not in the way you think. Mississippi man declared dead wakes up in body bag at morgue.
Oh, that's fun. That's always fun.
Oh shit, that sucks. I hate that.
That's always fun. I've always
even in the Bible.
If that ever happened to me, and I woke up and I recognized instantly that I was in a body bag, I'd be like, "Oh, sweet, this is my one chance." I would wait and listen. I would wait and listen for the guy to come in. You know, the mortician. You know, the autopsy doctor. And then I'd have it unzipped already, you know, but still kind of closed, you know. And I'd sit up and be like, oh my God! Oh, I was in hell! Oh, it was so horrible, there was fire everywhere!
Repent!
The hooker I killed was there, and she was shoving a poker up my asshole!
Okay, I have to learn what breathing is for a second.
You're undead. Do you even breathe?
I pretend to.
So, okay,
then I believe in you.
Finish the story, Vamp. What did he do?
Okay, even in the Bible Belt, coroners don't use the word miracle lightly. But Holmes County, Mississippi, coroner Dexter Howard had no qualms at using the word for resurrection, as it were, of Walter Williams, who was declared dead Wednesday night. Howard received the call from Williams' hospice nurse, who told Howard that the 87-year-old had passed away. A family member called as well, saying the same. Howard and Brian Porter from Porter and Sons Funeral Home in Lexington, Mississippi, drove to Williams' home to collect the body for the funeral preparations. Howard checked Williams' pulse about 9 p.m. and pronounced him dead. There was no pulse. He was lifeless. The coroner completed his paperwork, placed Williams in a body bag, and transported him to the funeral home. There, something strange happened. The body bag moved. We got him into the embalming room, and we noticed his legs began to kick. Or began to move, like kicking. He also began to do a little breathing. They immediately called an ambulance. Paramedics arrived and hooked Williams up to monitors. Sure enough, he had a heartbeat, so they transported him to Holmes County Hospital and clinics. They were in shock. I was in shock. I think everyone at the hospital was in shock, Howard said. Neither the 12 years as county coroner nor during his decade as deputy coroner has Howard seen anything like it. Howard was absolutely certain Williams was dead. The only reasonable explanation he could think of, Howard said, is that Williams' defibrillator implanted beneath the skin on his chest jump-started his heart after he was placed in the body bag. It could have kicked in, started his heartbeat. The bottom line is, it's a miracle! Overjoyed, the family members are thanking God for saving the life of the longtime farmer they called Snowball.
Well, they're lucky. They're lucky.
So it was not my daddy's time, the daughter stated. I don't know how much longer he's going to grace us and bless us with his presence, but hallelujah, we thank him right now. There's more to it, but I think
I have such an awkward boner. Please stop talking like that.
Yeah, that's
No.
also turning me on.
Yeah, stop.
No, that's interesting. He's lucky the coroner didn't show up and instead of checking pulse to find out time of death, stick that fucking temperature thing into the liver. He's lucky he didn't do that. That would have sucked. I think he would have woke right the fuck up. Well, I have 2 stories from Florida, believe it or not. And so I think I'm gonna just do my 2 Florida stories. And then you guys can.
Okay.
I'll save my last one till after you guys go. But I have 2 stories from Florida that are bizarre. Okay. Speaking of terrible families, one Utah family left their child behind at a corn maze, because obviously they don't watch Stephen King. But these 2 mothers, they are wicked. Boynton Beach, Florida. Police officers in Florida rescued 2 infants after finding their mothers overdosing in the front seats of an SUV last week, according to officials. Police body cam footage showed the 2 children, 1 and 2 months old, crying and still strapped into their car seats. We are sharing this story with you in the hopes of preventing it from happening again and prompting anyone addicted to drugs to seek help, the department posted on Facebook. Police got
never do drugs alone.
Right. Don't buy drugs. Become a rock star and they give them to you for free. What? Police got a call October 5th from a Good Samaritan who noticed one woman overdosing and the second begin to convulse after trying to call 911. For whatever reason, they decided to buy heroin and then snorted it while inside the car with their children, Boynton Beach police said. Officers,
I guess they needed someone to watch over them.
Maybe the drug dealer could have babysat for them while they got high. Yeah. Officers arrested the woman, 27-year-old Kristen O'Connor and 28-year-old June Schweinhardt, who were both treated at a local hospital, and they were charged with child neglect and taken to the Palm Beach County Jail. The responding officers brought the babies back to headquarters where they were snuggled for several hours before the Department of Children and Families eventually left them in the care of family members, police said. This is an incredibly tragic situation, and ultimately, the ones most affected by this are those innocent, beautiful babies. So, poor children.
Oh.
They got cop snuggles, though. The whole department.
Oh.
The whole department.
I'm just reminded of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Isn't anybody gonna watch these kids? Yeah, the fat one's watching the little one.
So, I think that story is proof that if you are a babysitter / drug dealer, you can make some money in Florida.
Yeah, no kidding.
There's
It
apparently
looks like
a
we're
market.
getting a little bit of echo on your side there, Vamp. A little bit of echo.
Oh. Fixed.
There's apparently a market for babysitter drug dealers. And my second Florida story, this one's interesting. A Miami politician says aliens took her on a spaceship. Now she's running for Congress.
Why not? Why fucking not?
What?
I wonder if is she a Republican or a Democrat?
Fucking retarded either way. What the fuck?
Florida has a U.S. senator who once flew aboard a spaceship. A congressional candidate from Miami can go one better. Bettina Rodriguez Aguilera says she's been aboard a spaceship too, but this one was crewed by aliens, as in extraterrestrials. I love how they had to throw that in there so you didn't think illegal aliens.
So she made sure to clarify that it was a ship of extraterrestrials and not illegal aliens.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes. 3 blonde, big-bodied beings, 2 female, 1 male. Sounds like a sex dream to me.
I mean,
Visited her when she was 7 years old and have communicated telepathically with her several times in her life, she says. Senator Bill Nelson served as payload officer aboard the Space Shuttle Columbia in 1986. All 7 people aboard were from Earth, as far as known.
so there's really good weed in Florida, isn't there?
Oh, here it is.
Like,
Rodriguez.
it's gotta be amazing.
Hey. Who wants to bet it's a Republican or a Democrat? Say it. Guess.
Democrat.
Republican, to be a dick.
Okay, let's see who wins. I wonder what the chat's doing right now.
Yes, press 1 for Democrat, press 2 for Republican, and then we'll probably end up going through it before you guys catch up anyways, and we'll laugh, and it'll be great.
No, let's give him a second. Do you think that matters? Party affiliation doesn't matter. It's a crazy story, but
Yeah, no, it's gonna be fun either way. Actually, while we have a moment to let them catch up, Vamp, would you be willing to spot the super chats there and whatnot?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna refresh my Streamlabs here. It looks like I've just got one with no text. Somebody in for the raffle on my side here from the Seamstress. I see you, the Seamstress.
Ooh.
I'll add that to my list. Let's see here. Can't even pronounce his name. Hey Magog, when you get home, when you go home to the Shire for the holidays, tell Frodo I want my bong back.
I don't live in Tolkien's world.
Hey Dude 77 says I won't be mad, but I may raid the village if I lose.
I will support you in this decision, win or lose, my friend.
Fuckwad says Beard's rule, finger wigglers drool.
Yeah.
I have a request from Emma Quay for Magog. Emma would like she states, Dearest Magog, give us a good worship me.
Worship me.
There you go. And Emma Quay also says autopsy room 4. Anyone? The last one so far is binary surfer Magog. Someone pretended to be a zombie in a body bag when I worked cleaning medical instruments as a student job many moons ago. Morgue. It was 3 a.m. Dim lighting, underground. I screamed and ran from the room.
Oh yes, that's good. Oh man, that'll either be a good laugh or it'll scar you for life. I'm just saying.
Or both.
For all those,
right?
I don't know how many people are watching, but for all those who have just joined the stream, we're having a raffle. If you donate $1 or more, you get entered into a raffle to win a pair of Beard Barian's leather braces with a certificate.
Yes,
of
they're quite lovely.
Yes.
Yeah, they are handmade. They are waxed and treated. They're quite blade resistant, and they will come wrapped in this fantastic newspaper that's all about me right here, where you can see about how that is dedication, and I'm a local hero.
Yay!
It's a really bad picture. It's lovely.
There are a lot of ones in the chat, by the way.
Oh yeah, everybody's going 1. There were a couple 1s and 2s, but everyone's going 1.
Okay, so everybody thinks it's Republican, I guess. Was that
Democrat? It was Democrat and then Republican.
Okay. All right, here we go. Let's read the rest of this story. Rodriguez Aguilera, 59, a Republican who is running for the race, retiring Miami Republican Representative Elena Ross-Leistein recounted her experience with the ETs during a 2009 television interview. She described going up inside the spaceship, though whether it went into space or just hovered around town was left unclear.
I'm pretty sure it just stayed in the shady alley where she was sucking that dick.
Yep, it's a Republican. Oh dear, oh dear. I went in, there were some round seats that were there and some quartz rocks that controlled the ship. Not like airplanes, Rodriguez Aguilera said. In 2 separate videos posted to YouTube years ago, one by local Spanish language station America TV, and another by a political critic with the username DoralGirl26, Rodriguez Aguilera spoke on television in detail about her extraterrestrial experience. She said the alien beings reminded her of the famous statue in Rio de Janeiro, Christ the Redeemer, with arms outstretched. So apparently,
I'm just starting to wonder if she watched Earth Girls Are Easy and dropped acid and had a really strange adventure.
That's absolutely possible.
So apparently these aliens looked like Christ the Redeemer statues.
Yeah, long-haired Jeff Goldblum with his arms outstretched.
Thumbs wide open.
I'm so sorry for everybody who guessed Democrat. You wanted it to be Democrats, I know, because they're all kind of going crazy these days. But nope, this one was a Republican politician, and she's running for Congress.
Good luck, America. Good luck.
Who's next?
Speaking of Republicans,
Oh no.
Oh no.
a Republican lawmaker is floating the idea of making marriage illegal in the state of Oklahoma.
Marriage illegal?
Marriage in general.
Just all marriage.
You want to know the reasoning behind this?
Let me hear it.
Oklahoma State Representative Mike Turner is so terrified that gay people might be allowed to marry that he is proposing a ban on all marriage in the state.
Well, hell, at least he's trying to make it all fair.
That idea sounds
being
really
drafted in
gay.
response to the U.S. District Judge Terrence Kern's ruling that the state's ban on same-sex marriage violates the Equal Protection Clause of the United States Constitution. Presumably, Turner believes that if all marriage is banned, or all marriages are banned, everyone will be equally discriminated against, and the Equal Protection Clause will thereby be rendered moot.
Wow.
Wait, so who am I skull fucking to death just to make the world make sense again?
Wow.
Just
Sorry, no, it seems so stupid. So far. Hey everybody, I hear that some kids down the block are a little bit hungry. So I'm just gonna take a page right out of the Marxism book and steal all your food, and you can suffer together, and then it'll be equal.
equality.
Right.
I don't drink enough of this shit.
Well, I do have to add a name to the list of raffle because I saw in my crystal ball that, believe it or not, somebody just donated to my PayPal,
Oh shit!
which is strange. It's not Streamlabs or Super Chats. It's direct to PayPal. I guess they found my Magog wizard at gmail.com and decided to send some money. So we're gonna have to add him to the raffle after this is all over.
Yeah, I've got 2 more to add in as well that just popped up in the Streamlabs. Melissa Rapp, who says, I love y'all, but I gotta go. Bye, Melissa.
Bye,
And
Melissa.
Kyrian, who says, Beardy, you glorious son of a bitch. Tell Vamp, just a second here. Hey, Vamp, you're looking lovely. And
Aw,
Magog,
thank you.
you know what you did.
I did nothing to do that.
Sorry, where were we?
Go ahead and finish yours. You said, speaking of what, politicians or Republicans? Somebody said that.
That was me and...
Okay, so you have a story about Republicans
Oh, shit.
as well.
Well, I guess it's up to me then.
It's all
Well-
on you.
It is all on me. Well, I have good news for everybody here. I actually have a story that will redeem these moments of lost faith in humanity because, I still haven't made the pretty thing to pop up and go, Savage of the Week, blah, blah, with lots of music and stuff, but eventually I'll get that done. But I have a Savage of the Week that I'm going to include instead for the grind because it's just more fun to do it this way. There's hope for humanity left, and in spite of the crazy women we've been hearing about so far, I have some wonderful news about a mom who wrestles a shark spotted while swimming in a beachside rock pool and casually throws it out of the water.
How
Casually.
big is this shark?
It looks like it's about the size of a, I don't know, 5-year-old child. Like it's straight from a chest down to a knees. Like it looks like it's a tiger shark, maybe something small. But
Tiger
mom-
sharks are not small unless it's a baby.
No, I mean like a baby one. Like it looks like it's a young adolescent shark. It's not fully grown yet, but it's about the same size she is around the middle, and she's just got this thing.
That is savage. Who wrestles sharks?
This woman, this wonderful mother, wrangled a shark during her morning swim and threw it out of a beachside rock pool to huge cheers with this astonishing footage, which I can't really show you. It was real. It was real estate. Why do they have a comma there? That makes no fucking sense. I hate you, Mira. Seriously. Edit your shit. It was real estate agent Melissa Hathier claimed just what she does in the office, relocating things needing a home. Melissa, now dubbed the Shark Wrangler by colleagues, went for a swim in the pool in the beachside suburb of Cronulla on Sydney's south side. However, the swim was soon disrupted when her mom noticed a fin in the water while swimming with a group of friends and yelled, "Oh my God, get out, there's a shark." A video shot by Melissa's daughter shows the mom fearlessly grabbing the beast and lobbing it right the fuck out of the water and back into the ocean.
I guess that is how you get a cool nickname for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanna earn something, fight sharks. Just ah.
Well, I wonder what the guy's nickname. You guys saw that video of the guy just like this kangaroo was fucking with his dog, and the guy just ran up and punched.
Oh
him
God,
in
he
the
just
head.
like hits it.
Yeah, I wonder what that guy's
I
nickname
haven't seen
is.
that.
I
I'd
wonder what
probably
that
call him
guy's.
Son.
He should be called Rue Morgue.
Yeah, that's a quick story. That was just the one there. I'm gonna follow this up here. Let's grab another one. That woman is so fucking fantastic that I couldn't resist. So let's talk about another failure of humanity. You know that I had that positive piece of news because that woman was awesome, but this man is a fucking idiot. Man renames himself after a favorite tea brand because he drinks so much of it.
A tea brand.
A tea brand.
Which one is it? Is it fucking Earl Grey?
I was worried that it was going to be Tetley, and that was just going to be really funny. But this gentleman, Nathan Garner, as he's formerly known, is just a 31-year-old idiot. But he has this hot new name, as this article describes. The man has renamed himself after his favorite brand of tea, and he is now known as Nathan Yorkshire Tea. God.
Well, goddamn.
Is he English? Is this an English thing? Is this person English?
In fact, this man himself is from Sheffield, which is in Yorkshire, for anyone who might not know. He drinks at least, and indeed it says again at least in brackets because this writer just can't comprehend just the one, 15 cups a day. So besotted is he with the warming British favorite, even knocking back 2 cups before he's even brushed his teeth. What the fuck is this shit? I drink 2 pots of coffee before I brush my teeth.
Yeah, but you're not going to change your name to Folgers or whatever.
The MJ Barian. That would be terrible. He said, I was at work one day with my mate Billy. When my mate Billy said, chuffin' hell, what the fuck is that? You drink so much of the stuff, you should change your name to Yorkshire Tea. I thought it was a great idea, so at lunch I got out my phone and went onto the website and got rid of Derek. Well, he did it on his lunch break.
The best part of waking up is beer burying in your cup.
Yeah, you bring that right over here and I'll fill it up for you because this is fucking ridiculous. It might be bleach. It might be urine. We won't know until they try drinking it. I really, I'm scrolling through this and I really don't want to finish it. It's just a bunch of pictures. I mean, there's tiny little paragraphs of information, but it's between pictures of him posed, laying on beds of tea bags, looking all smug when he looks like a toad that's fucked an ogre and have been left in a rotting pile on top of tea bags.
That's a guy who really likes to get teabagged.
Yeah! I'm sorry. Vamp, please do something. I need to go bleach my eyeballs. This is disgusting.
Oh Lord. Farmer sets up cameras to bust upstate New Yorkers making porn with his cows.
Oh, well, that's a shocking discovery.
That is a disturbing move.
I hope you took health away from him for that.
I am. I'm gonna do that. Me and Barry. Fuck,
No,
fuck you and that
I know
shitty
it's
fucking joke, man.
New Yorkers have been caught making sick animal porn movies with a herd of cows, police claim. Michael Jones, 35, allegedly did the dirty deed with the bovine beasts in whatever that county is called, while best pal Reed Fontaine, 31, filmed the entire sword encounters. They were busted, however, when the farmer started to wonder why his animals weren't producing as much milk as usual. He set up surveillance cameras and soon discovered the pair were making out with his cows. The farmer, who had not been identified, called the cops, who launched their own investigation. Jones of, I think that's Ion, and Fontaine of address unknown, were arrested for misdemeanor sexual misconduct. The pair were released on an appearance ticket.
Okay. Hashtag bovine bow chicka bow wow.
And I will always love Moo.
Shoot him!
I'm going to take another fucking point away from your health if you don't shut
No,
the
you know what, Magog? Just fucking kill me. I don't want to be part of this fucking miserable shit any longer. I'm fucking done!
Oh, he's dead.
Oh no. Well then. I have another story.
Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and do one
Yeah,
more.
let's
Everybody,
just pretend
look
it's
in the
dead.
chat. 1 to resurrect the beard variant, and 2
One to resurrect Beardy.
Yes.
A Kansas City spelling bee had to call a tie because they ran out of words.
Holy crap.
Two Missouri students went more than 60 rounds in a spelling bee that had to be canceled because organizers ran out of words. The battle between Sophia Hoffman, a 5th grader at Highland Park Elementary, and Kush Sharma, a 7th grader at Frontier School of Innovation, was held at the Plaza branch of Kansas City Public Library.
Does that even
okay, you can
happen?
bring him back. There's a bunch of ones.
Like what? Okay.
Ugh,
Beardy's
fucking
back.
hell.
Beardy's back.
Are we done with this fucking cow shit yet?
Yes, we've moved on to a spelling bee.
Apparently,
Okay.
this spelling bee had to call a tie between these young children because they ran out of words. That's savage. That's
Really?
just as savage as the shark chick. In my
That
opinion.
leaves me fucking speechless.
Yeah.
A 10-year-old and a fucking 12-year-old.
Fuck you, Beard.
Suck my puns, bitch. I regret nothing.
Want to just go through the dictionary and give them more words. We feared that someone would get a word that was too easy while the other would get an extremely difficult word. We wanted to be a bit more calculated and neutral, and we wanted to give each an equal opportunity. The original pool of 25 students was quickly whittled to just Sophia and Kush. The two will go head-to-head next month for a spot in the Scripps National Spelling Bee. The program provides a list of words for the contest around the country, and they burned through that list, as well as 20 others the organizers picked from the dictionary when they realized it was possible they might just need more words. The officials were fatigued. The kids weren't tired. They had endless energy and were doing an amazing job. Kush can't remember exactly what word was the hardest for him to spell. Something French that started with an R, the kid was quoted as saying. He told CNN he will work hard for the rematch and would study every free minute of the day if he scores a place at the National Spelling Bee. I'm looking forward to seeing how far Sophia can push me and how far my skills can go. For Sophia, the most difficult word was, I can't even pronounce that. Schadenfreude?
That's
Schadenfreude,
Schadenfreude.
I
Yes,
think.
I love Schadenfreude.
There you go.
Oh, it's my favorite pastime.
Which describes the enjoyment of you can get somebody else's bad luck. She knows how to spell the word, but she apparently doesn't feel it. Kush worked really hard. I wish we could both go to the national competition.
Yeah,
kids are
Kush does work really hard,
They
especially if
really-
you get it in the next
I mean, I think
Titan.
I think that'll be like the WrestleMania of spelling bees between
The
those.
WrestleMania of spelling.
Are you ready for Spelling SummerSlam?
Are you ready, brother?
I'm gonna bring the alphabet, motherfucker. It is on. Oh dear
Okay.
God.
Okay. We're gonna finish up the
I
grind.
see-
We're gonna finish up the grind.
Hell yes.
With my last story. You know.
God damn it.
The what? What?
I was just gonna address quickly someone in the chat. Day is dead. Has done a diss track on you and I. And that poor woman I told you, girl, you have to send it to me before the stream so we can get it ready. I would love to do a live reaction to it, but because we didn't have it early enough, I'm just gonna have to do one myself, or we'll do one another time and pre-arrange it.
You can wait till next Monday. I'll throw it. We'll put
Yeah,
it
exactly. We just gotta pre-arrange it. So just bear with us. Now, Magog, go do your thing.
All right, this is the last story, and it's a perfect segue into our little song break we have. All right, here we go, everybody. Donald Trump blames race issues on Democrats. The Democrats have ruled the inner cities for 100 years, he says.
Mm-hmm.
Now, during an interview with Sean Hannity Wednesday night, President Donald Trump pointed the finger at Democrats for the state of affairs in inner cities after Hannity asked how he would help minorities. Democrats will say, oh, Republican policies are sexist, racist, xenophobic, homophobic, Islamophobic, Hannity said. Their politicians haven't helped the minority communities in America. Is Trump administration prepared to do something about this? Trump answered in the affirmative and proceeded to blame Democrats for those issues. Don't forget the Democrats have ruled over the inner cities for 100 years. This is their rule. Very rarely do you have a Republican that gets elected. Trump told Fox News. Hannity. Trump added, we're doing a good job. HUD's secretary, Ben Carson, is doing a great job at HUD. He's got a great heart, but the Democrats ruled the inner cities, and when I say what you have to lose, it's so bad that really the Republicans should be starting to do very well. But we're doing a good job, and we're stopping a lot of crime. Now, the only reason I know that's not exactly side news because it has to do with the president, but the only reason I bring that up is, do you think that's true? Most cities are tech, right? In your world, most cities are democratic.
I understand that the most downtrodden ones are down in the United States, yes.
Right, I mean, obviously there's probably some southern, state, cities that are, I guess majority Republican or whatever running. But for the most part, all you ever hear about is the highest, crime-rated cities in America, like Chicago and
Right.
New York and Los Angeles are Democrats always elected as mayors and governors and all that stuff of those states, right?
Oh, yeah. At least that seems to be the trend.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to start some sort of political discourse, but I do find that interesting that a lot of Democrats, I guess the hard lefters at least, the really regressive ones, like to call everything Republicans do, or even people from the center, racist and xenophobic and Islamophobic, and yet they're the ones who've been in control of minority cities forever.
Clearly what they need is to start, we got to start with Detroit first, I believe. But we need to find Officer Murphy and start the RoboCop program and really begin a change for the new world.
Yes. Just yes.
Just say yes to Murphy.
Just say yes to RoboCop.
Just say yes. I'm surprised you didn't say Judge Dredd.
Well, that's what happens if you don't get RoboCop, is you get Judge
Yeah.
Dredd. So which do you want? RoboCop or Judge Dredd? Either way, there's going to be an emotionless machine shooting you in the face for being a shit.
True.
I think Judge Dredd is better than RoboCop. Go ahead, let me have it. Let me have it.
Why? I agree with you, but here's where I'm going to get shot. I think that the Sylvester Stallone Judge Dredd was the greatest Judge Dredd of all time.
Oh dear God, die again. Just die.
Come.
You're dead.
You're a dick.
So while he's dead, do you want me to cover some of these super chats?
Yes, do that, and then we'll segue into the song.
Absolutely.
I
I'm going
punched the beard
I'll
very.
keep the F5 button here. Let's see here. Clay Teeth says, "God's damn it, kill me. There ain't enough liquor and spooky hookers to make this shitty earth bearable."
Yes, that is
Marcus-
true.
Marcus Phoenix says, Lord Magog, what are your thoughts on entanglement? Can we get a fright supremacy and spooky hail in your majestic voice?
a what? Did he
I
say
believe
spooky hail?
they're asking you to say fright power and all hail blue whale.
Oh yes, fright power and all hail blue whale. Al-Hut al-Azim, Krill beyond his name. Beardy, wake back up. I'm giving you a health point back.
You're a dick and I am the law.
Beardy,
What?
fright power and all hail blue whale?
Fright power and all hail blue whale and break out the spook ale. I keep hearing about this spook ale, and I really want to try
Beardy
it.
back just in time. This next super chat is focused at him.
Oh shit!
Beard, is your woodshed running well?
No, not since I burned it to the fucking ground.
There you go, Emma. Incandescent one says, sorry I'm late. I just exited the Banjeet Nebula, which was interfering with my communications. I'm on the way to the Meridian 6 with sodium chloride.
Okay, we have safe journeys. You know, don't get caught up in
Astrichlor says, best steer clear of those folk. And McQuay says, to be honest, Beard's the best part of side quest. Aw,
Thanks.
Theon.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna down this just for you, there, buddy. Here's for you.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, I'm getting a bad.
And the very last one is
What?
I'm getting a
that
bad.
tells me
No, stop! I'm getting a bad message. We're getting a bad message, like it's a bad stream. Like it did.
Oh, the signal thing. Yeah.
Yeah, did it just shut
Na
down?
na na. Time feeling.
Start singing the Bee Gees.
I don't know what's happening.
Kill myself. I'm gonna kill myself. No, I'm not. But I hope I connect. Everybody who's watching this, I hope that you can check this. Oh, there's Malcolm from the North cutting in with a rest in peace, Jim Leahy. I hope that everyone can hear that shit. Jim Leahy has just passed.
Oh. Dance more. Dance more. Hamster is in the chat.
Oh, yes, he is. And he keeps wanting to see my tits.
You're actually wearing a shirt that you can do this with.
Oh, I am. This is great, too, because it's partially see-through for the ladies, so I don't even have to actually take
The ladies
off,
and
show
the
off my
hamster.
tits. Well, yeah, the beautiful beardettes. I felt kind of bad because I've been kind of being an asshole to them with the introductions to my videos. I'm just like, oh, yeah, whatever, beautiful beardettes, and I just kind of shove it off. And I haven't really been committing myself to making sure that they're taken care of, and I feel bad. So I fucked a bunch of whores, and they told me it was okay, and then I showed up wearing this, and they said it'd be fine. As long as I look pretty, they'd forgive it all, right? That's how it works, right?
Right.
There we go. Oh yeah, everybody in the audience says that we're doing just fine. Just fine. So I don't know what Magog's on about.
I have no idea. I'm gonna cover a couple more super checks while I'm at it.
Yeah, get on it. We can do that.
Yeah, there's the one from Malcolm. You just covered it. Incandescent one says Magog is the best person on side quest, second only to VampKandy. So,
Well, no, I disagree.
All right, I'm back. I checked the crystals, and the spell seems to be working okay, but I'm getting a buffering issue or something.
It's illusionists. They're trying to fuck with you.
It is.
Well, apparently,
it might also be the druid.
I might as well talk about this since that came up.
Crafty.
You know what's fucked up, audience? I set this event yesterday so that everybody would have plenty of time to set alerts and get ready for side quests, and the fucking thing was already flagged for demonetization. Ain't even streamed yet. It had like a whole day to go. So apparently, YouTube's just fucking with me now. What a bunch of bullshit. Anyway, let's take a little break. Everybody enjoy this wonderful new song from Free Press of Kakistan. We'll segue from our Trump story that I read, and that's the end of the grind. And we're going to segue into this wonderful, wonderful new song by Free Press of Kakistan. So everybody enjoy this, and we'll be back with you in about 3 minutes. Yay!
Whee!
Champagne to scoops of that sweet ice cream. The breast passed down, boy, that's the worst they've ever seen. Turns out his photos ain't that fussy. His little hands love to grab the pussy. He's drunk, he likes to splooge. twigs are huge. Tramps with a feet could start a war if he spoke his mind and set his father in a whore. Blue check marks swarm his twigs like gnats. Coast Trump wants up saying Russia Yoda and stats. He's drunk, he wants a wall. He's drunk, his hands are small.
Let's say China. China because China. You have some keys.
He's drunk, celebs are pissed. Easy bad, psycho as fuck, I think so. He's content, bitter as fuck, I think so. He's my girl, pins from the struck, I think so. Are we all in for 2 scoops?
I love that shit. He's drunk, what's in his head? That's the original song. How's everybody doing? Wonderful. They all left me. I don't know why. I told them.
Yeah, sorry. I had a stranger knock at the door of my mead hall and make a substantial offering that I wish I could bring on camera, but I think it might inspire some jealousy. I'm very happy. The new Mrs. Beardy, somebody gave her a nickname. I don't know what the fuck it is, but her mother just brought me a bountiful supply of intoxicants, and I'm very happy about it. So I had to rush to the door and grab that respectively and tuck it away. And as soon as the stream is over, I'm getting right fucked up.
That's a babysitter drug dealer right there.
Pretty much. Yeah, I need somebody to bake cookies and watch over me while I destroy my life.
Wonderful. Yes, I think Vamp had to go do something as well, I guess. So it's just me and you, Beardy. But well, let's cover some of the chats if you have them up.
Oh yeah, I totally have them all up. Let's see here. Nicholas Decker says, "Praise Keck, all of you cunts." Praise Keck. Max Fusion says, "Beardy just had a speed whack." Shh. Scott McLean says, "Lady Bitbarians don't shave." No, they don't. In fact, the really good ones, the prime choice ones, actually grow beards, and before they're 70.
Well, they can also have beards in other places.
Well, yes. It's just more difficult to braid. It doesn't quite grow as long as fast. It is that maximum growth. So, I mean, it looks kind of like my chin, but down there. But my chin will get longer, and down there it won't. Believe me, I'm trying. I'm hoping one day to attach an axe head to the braids descending from my testicles so they can swing it in battle and decapitate someone with my nuts. Great.
Well, I think we should cover something real quick, because we're not going to be able to do it on air.
Mm-hmm.
So, Beardbarian, with this raffle, whoever wins,
yes,
how will you contact them?
Oh yes, I will have to contact them via Twitter, or they can contact. Yeah, Twitter's the best way. So they'll need. We'll put out when we're doing the final of the raffle. We're going to announce the person, and the person will have to hit us up with their Twitter handle directly. Or does it? I can't remember if it ties to PayPal or not.
Well, what we can do is because of also the Streamlabs and everything, we will announce the winner in a video on one of our channels, like tomorrow, just a quick video, and then that's
a good idea.
They can either contact us via Twitter or YouTube because it has a messaging service, or Facebook, or whatever.
Yes, it does. I forgot. I've got that enabled so somebody can contact me. That's the best way. Directly via YouTube. I've got that shit enabled.
So everybody pay attention tomorrow on since it's Beardbarian's gift. I'll leave it up to him to do a quick little, announcement of who the winner is. But thank you all so much for donating and entering the raffle to win Beardbarian's ball stank bracers.
They're wonderful. They're drunk wife resistant. You just gotta put them in the way of those clashing fists. Wonderful stuff.
Yes, indeed.
I have a question for both of you.
Yes.
I didn't do it.
One of you two
It wasn't
who
me.
left the dead hooker at my doorstep and ran away after they rang the bell.
That might have been Poe.
Yeah, it was Poe. It was definitely Poe.
It was Poe.
Oh, also, it was a very badly written note on there.
It was Poe. It was Poe.
It was definitely Poe.
It was Poe. It was Poe.
Poe is literate.
It was Poe.
Poe's a little fucking like he's a thieving hooker killer. I guarantee it.
Yep.
I told you guys. Live hookers, please.
Well,
I
it's
get
not my
nothing
fault
from
that
dead
I'm
ones.
breaking when I'm done with them.
I'm not Magog. I get nothing from dead hookers.
Well, you can always go through their pockets for loose change.
I did that already. I got shiny things.
All I'm saying is that there might be evidence that it is Poe. I'm just saying, and that could very well tie into our this week's episode of Poe's, Dreary fan letters, which I will play here shortly for everybody to enjoy.
Oh yeah.
Beard Baron, you signed your name.
What?
I'm looking right here. You signed your name.
Poe can mimic
How do you not know how to spell beard?
Poe can mimic
Fuck you.
names. He can mimic. That could have been a forgery.
Yeah, it was Poe.
Poe is a
He's
thief.
a master.
Yes,
He's got
yes.
skills.
Yeah, he got black market contacts. He has to do forges all the time. He forges.
Oh, hey! See, it's not my fault. Look at the super chats right now.
No. He sent me a live one.
Oh. Damn it!
It wasn't alive when she came back.
Well, no, that's the point. I need them alive. Because their screams and whatnot sustain me.
You know what's weird about vampires, Vamp? You literally drink blood from living people, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't like animals. I mean, you can survive off animals, but you prefer.
You can survive if you need to, but I prefer not to. It tastes like dirt.
So, in essence, why is it that vampires feed off of people but also have sex with them? That's like a food fetish.
Boredom, mostly.
Wait, is
Literally
that the
fuck
same
your
thing
food.
as those dudes with the cows?
Probably.
I think it counts.
Yes.
No. Nah.
Interspecies erotica, right there. We got it covered.
We used to be the same species.
Move over, everyone. It's Vamp.
Yeah.
That's okay.
No.
I'll do it. I'll do it. There we go.
Okay.
You guys are.
Oh, we're wonderful. I don't know what you're talking about. AP in the chat there says it's his first day as a Beardbarian, which is true. I officially have designated Angry Pepe, not even an honorary. He's officially a member of the Beardbarian army, a full Beardbarian, face paint and all. He's getting quite skilled at this shit.
Yes. Well, I keep getting messages now after I announced my Magog wizard at gmail.com is my email for my PayPal. I guess. Well, so if you want to bribe me, you could Magog wizard, all lowercase, Magog wizard at gmail.com will enter you in the raffle as well. Get it? And I thank you all so much for supporting the show because there's big things coming. I realize that there hasn't been as much content lately because of how busy I've been with my studies, but I guarantee you're not going to want to miss what's coming here soon. Some exciting things. We're all banned.
Money shot!
I don't know what you're screaming. I don't know what you're screaming. I will fucking kill you. And I'm going to take a point away from Vamp for having sex with her food. So
Yep.
that's what she gets. That's what she gets for seducing her food and having sex
I'm like,
with it.
vampires are like cats. We play with our food.
Well,
It's just-
you know what?
Cats don't fuck their food.
You know,
You don't know that.
we're going to have
I
to
don't.
figure
That
out.
disturbs me now. Where the fuck is Battle Cat? Is she fucking her dinner? Battle Cat.
You know.
Woo!
Don't trust. No, you can't trust a druid.
No,
I really don't. I'm a little bit concerned now.
You know, one of these streams, we're gonna have to kill Vamp. I mean, we gotta find her weakness, because I'm tired of dying, and I'm sure Beard's tired of dying too.
I'm already
That happens
dead.
all the time. Yeah, that's fair.
Fine, undeath, whatever you call it, Toper state, Toper. You.
Oh God, am I gonna start talking about pumpkin spice?
Man, is it that time of the year again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything is pumpkin.
But it is. But Magog, let me tell you about the real magic of this world. I mean, we already talked about the magician guy, but here's some real magic. That pumpkin spice shit, it comes in soap format.
So
I mean, I'm not. Yes,
Soap.
pumpkin spice soaps, pumpkin spice perfumes, all sorts of things. So I just rub it all over my chest and genitals, and when I walk outside, the bitches just fall on me. It's great. The real magic of Earth is the pumpkin spice body butter.
I have a cologne that works well with the ladies too, and it's what is it called? It's called something. Oh, there's a name for it. I call it knockout juice, but I think it's called something like chloroform in your world.
Chloroform.
People keep on asking me what it smells like, and then I can't remember.
and
Kind of
your-
concerning.
Yeah, and your butt hurts when you wake up.
My butt always hurts when I wake up.
I'm sure it does.
Oh man, I don't even.
Sorry, did I break you? Dear God, what is? I seem to have a knack for this.
Go
This is
fuck
great.
yourself.
I would, but first I'd have to get the pumpkin spice white bitches off of me. Speaking of which, Vamp, seriously, stop waiting outside my house. It's creeping me out.
Just invite me in already.
No, you are not coming in, because then my butt's gonna hurt even more.
Now don't forget. Now don't
I
forget.
promise. I'll be gentle at first.
I don't believe it.
You shouldn't.
Sorry,
All right.
my evil came out a little there.
Now, everybody, don't forget that we will announce the winner of today's raffle in a special little quick video on one of our channels tomorrow. Most likely Beardbarians, because it's his raffle today. So everybody, don't forget to watch that and see who the winner is. And if you hear your name, contact him. And of course, we'll send you the wonderful gift. Thank you all for super chatting and donating to the PayPal and donating to the the Streamlabs and everything to enter your names in the contest. Now, I guess we'll go ahead and cover the last of the super chats and Streamlabs before I play Poe's episode.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, give me just 1 second.
She's doing her secretary thing. Look at her looking so busy.
Let's see. I'm still at the same 3 people on Streamlabs. So remember, folks, you can do it via Super Chat or via any of the 3 Streamlab links that are down below in the description of this video. They all count towards this thing. And I'm starting to think maybe what I should do tomorrow is I should do up a big, written list of every name.
That's what I'm doing, Beard.
I'm thinking what I might do for the video is actually do it
Vamp
as a
is
live
on top
stream.
of
Take a
this
shot.
I'll give you the list that I have.
Fucking
You
great,
Give me the
because
names
what
to
I'm-
add to it.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Because what I'm thinking I'll do is I'll figure out a numerical, and I will I'll see if I can break it up into dice, and then just do a live dice rolling, straight up, crazy fun
Yes.
stuff. Bam! There we go. Yeah.
And you cannot
Okay.
allow for epic failures.
Exactly. If I roll a 1, that just means the first person gets it.
Now, some of our friends, some of our YouTube friends, people like Ghastly and AP, might have super chatted. Do we have a rule against, nepotism and?
I mean, since it's randomized.
Yeah, it's randomized. I'm not worried about it.
Okay, so you're not worried that if we announce somebody that happens to be somebody we share YouTube with, people think we're being,
Well, if I'm physically rolling dice on camera, nobody can bitch, and that's part of the evil methods. I'm thinking, how can I demonstrate the randomness of this? I can do dice. I can do like friggin'. I can do one of the turn crank things with a paper in it. I don't know. There's lots of options, but I
Also-
would like to be able to demonstrate the randomness.
Well, that sounds good, and I will leave you to that. And I think that'll be exciting. I can't wait to see who the winner is. Speaking of, before we let you watch Poe's new fan letter, what would you all like to see raffled off from me, the great Magog?
Well, before they even have a chance to answer, the chat is already calling for Vamp's panties next week, and I'm sorry, folks, that's
course.
not going to happen. It's you can think it's going to happen. She can promise all she wants, but I assure you, the package will be mine.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say the reason we will never see that happen is because I don't think she wears them. I
Me
think she
neither.
goes commando.
Don't judge me.
She likes to feel the breeze between her legs.
Knees.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with
Oh,
going
God.
commando. Men do it too, right?
Wait, yeah, not wearing underwear. You know what? It took me until, what was it? Almost the new millennium. Y2K was when I figured out there were underpants that actually fit properly, the boy shorts, rather than the weird ones that they have here. They have boxers, very uncomfortable. They ride up right into your fucking junk, but they have these nice ones that cradle your testicles and carry them like a small midget between your legs, making sure that they float effortlessly in the air. It's magnificent. But I mean, I don't usually wear underwear, but if I'm going to, I'd like it to feel like a small midget holding my balls.
What are some of the people saying in the chats? And don't forget to read other people's stuff. You don't have to read the super chats only. What are people saying? What would you all like to see raffled off from me, Magog?
I see a magic scroll.
With the panties.
Something like this.
Mr. Kerr wants your soul. Emma Quay says, give us slut. That's not going to happen.
No,
Lizard
no.
Nation says they want Magog's panties.
Yeah. You know, we should auction off Magog's panties.
Oh, that's weird.
Well, Argyle Gargoyle says, agrees with me. Wants Magog's panties. Antifa Hotline says, don't get me started on tighty whities.
Oh yeah, nobody likes those.
Please tell me about your terrible experience with tighty whities. Let's see, Poe, your stuff. People are asking for stuff that's not going to happen. He's not going to take off his clothes and mail them.
We got another Magog's panties.
Yep.
Of course we do. I'll have to figure out something very special when I do my raffle. I was just curious to see what people would say, and of course it's just as wonderful as I imagined it.
Anyway, there were super chats.
Okay.
Casey Freeman says, hello, Magog. When was the last time you procreated with Day is Dead?
You know what? A gentleman never tells. A gentleman. I am a gentle. It was last Tuesday. I'm a gentleman, and I never tell.
Emma Quay says, beard looks like Dr. Frankenfurter.
Yes. I definitely am something special with curly hair. I don't have the shoes though.
Clay Teeth had super chatted right after that and said, do the time warp again.
Oh, I love that song.
It is just to the left, isn't it? I can't remember. Maybe a step to the right.
First you jump to the left, and then you step to the right. Put your hands on
There
your
we go,
hips,
that's it.
and bend your knees inside, and do a pelvic thrust.
Okay,
Come on, it's the time
Peter
warp, people.
Patty wanted to let me know that I missed the last super chat. I did try to read it, but I kind of got things happened. That PayPal was me. I clicked the Streamlabs link, and that was the only payment option. So I don't know. Was selling Urka now time for some grinding.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, apparently
Incandescent One says,
Streamlabs
well,
is-
I'm out of shekels. Have a good night.
Well, thank you. Well, apparently Streamlabs is just like sending it directly to my PayPal or something.
Yeah. It'll pop the PayPal notification
Yeah.
up,
Oh, okay.
even if
So-
they use Streamlabs.
So I have to
Streamlabs
break-
goes through real fast.
So I have to break my crystal ball because it has alerts and there's no way to turn
Yeah.
it off.
Essentially,
Okay.
it lied
Yep.
to you.
But thank
So
you
I'm
all.
taking Stanley up on. Sorry.
Astric Lore wants to know, anyone seen a Lovecraft demon? I kept it in a jar and then I traveled to Rallo returned to see the jar open and my teleport rune missing.
Oh, you're fucked.
You're
If that
fucked.
thing got out, you're fucked, man. You might as well just start writing in your journal, you know, and then right when it kills you, just go and then it ends.
Yeah, try to keep your pen on the page while you're being devoured, please.
Yes.
For posterity's sake.
Please.
All right, everybody, enjoy this episode of Dreary Fan Letters with Poe, and we will be back with you as soon as it's over.
When Magog, Beardbarian, and Vamp are away, Poe comes out to play. Welcome to another exciting episode of Dreary Fan Letters. Let's do this! I've got dead raven shit to do. Dear Poe, a rather weird thing happened to me on Friday the 13th, and I was wondering what I should do. Well, if you found yourself with a dead body to dispose of, first thing you'll need is a shovel, right? And then you'll need some help carrying the body, unless you want to cut it up. That's messy. No, don't do that. But anyway, only call someone you truly trust, or else you'll be digging two unmarked graves. And then you'll need a carriage to transport the body. Are you listening? Everyone take notes. So I was driving down this dark desert highway with this cool wind in my hair, a warm smell of colitis rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance, I could see this shimmering light. My head was growing heavy and my sight was getting dim, so I knew I had to stop for the night. You're gonna want to find a secluded area, away from any towns or villages. Pick a place where guards never patrol. There she stood in the doorway, and I could already hear the mission bell. I thought to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. She lit up a candle and showed me the way. There were voices down the corridor, and I thought I could hear them say, "Welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely place, blah, blah, blah," some stupid song about the place. Now, graves need to be a solid 6 feet deep or more. Shallow graves are no good. The rotting corpse of the dead whore you killed will attract animals unless she's deep. I mean deep. Go balls deep like you did early in the night before you accidentally killed her by smothering her to death. And hey, don't blame yourself. She said she liked it like that. So I find out she calls herself Tiffany Twisted, not even kidding you. She tells me she's got this Mercedes-Benz and all these pretty boys she calls friends. She actually has them dance in the courtyard, some to remember, some to forget. Later, I called the owner, calls himself the captain, and asked him to bring me my wine. And the guy says, "We haven't had that spirit here since 1969. All the time, I could still hear those people singing. They woke me up in the middle of the night with their "Welcome to Hotel California." Once the hole is dug, try to refrain from fucking the dead hooker one last time before she goes bad. That's a no-no. Too risky. I'll spare you the boring part, but suffice to say it involves ceiling mirrors, some pink champagne on ice, and she telling me we are all just prisoners here of our own device. Trust me, it's a lot kinkier than it sounds. Then in the master's chambers, we gathered for a feast. Suddenly, these crazy bastards stabbed me with these steely knives, but they just couldn't kill the beast. Let's hope the friend who is helping you is loyal, else I recommend throwing him or her in the hole too. Hell, do it anyway, 'cause it's fun! The last thing I remember, I was running for the door. I thought if I could just get back to the place I was before. I ran into the night man and he said, "Relax, we are programmed to receive. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave." By now, you're probably growing paranoid, thinking maybe someone saw you. You're covered in dirt and blood from the event. Don't worry, try to keep it cool, okay? Don't rush home, take your time, clear your head. Anyway, I'm sure by now you've realized this is just bullshit. I only wrote it out to distract you while I break into Magog's tower and steal a bunch of his stuff. XOXO, Liphart the Warlock. P.S. If you're still reading this, you've also given me time to escape. Warlock for life. Can't stump the Trump. Peace out. I wasn't really paying attention to this letter, but I hope you all took some good notes and try not to blame yourself. You had to do what you had to do. Thanks for watching Dreary Fan Letters. I'm Poe, and remember, things could always be worse. You could try to break into Magog's tower to steal something and end up being the one he has to bury in the woods. Good luck with that, bitch.
All right.
Yeah, fuck. well done, Poe. Well done.
Yeah, even that one I had to laugh at. Well, I'd leave it up to Poe to tell you how to get rid of a dead hooker.
Yeah, Vamp.
We have coyotes. They'll take care of it.
You know, it's times like this I really could wish I could see the chat during, like, when I play the videos and stuff, you know. But, yeah, you know, like, I'm gonna have to figure out.
We had some fun remarks in here, actually. I mean, AP was getting upset that he couldn't fap to it, and chat started coaching him that he wasn't trying hard enough.
That's true.
Joseph Habich said, "What the fuck is wrong with this chicken fucking dead hookers? Is not very Christian." Agnosis Paradigm had said, "I'm still going to fuck her one last time. I'll use the maggot guts as lubrication if I have to." That is commitment.
Oh, wow.
That is commitment. I commend you.
That dude's got it all figured out.
And Colt of the Lich popped in with a super chat addressing it as well, saying, "Balls deep. Pig pens are better. Then you only have to bury the teeth."
Oh, that's very true. Pigs will take care of a corpse, especially if you starve them for a few weeks first.
Oh shit, Kekistani Umbreon popped up with, "Finish what you were saying about me, Beardy." Yes, because I did say Kekistani Umbreon before we ut off there. Kekistani Umbreon was suggesting something for the giveaway raffle next time that we do a thank you raffle like this. A Magog and Beardbarian sex tape was included in the requests.
Oh.
It'll be like a little animated sheet with, like, stick figures going, ooh, ooh,
You know what? I could probably make that.
All right. Well, it is approaching 8:30. Will you have any final thoughts or final messages?
When you're looking at a female cow, the right course of action is not to give it the beef. Is there anything we can learn today?
Yeah, just
So
go
stick
home
to your jerky.
Yeah. Don't give the cow the beef. Go home and milk your udder.
Oh dear fuck. Well, thank you everybody for joining us today. This has been fucking outrageous and fun. Thank you everybody who donated in the super chat to help us keep this stuff going. I will be using the list that VampKandy hands to me after the show to do the raffle for these, which I will do live tomorrow at noon Pacific, which is 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern. And I'll put up the link for that after this stream, so I'll get it all prepped and ready, and then I will reveal the winner live. And then as soon as that's done, I will be heading off to the next city over on a nice, marvelous raid to also visit the postal office and send the package your way. So please make sure to watch that. When I announce the winner, you'll have to contact me via YouTube messages. Depending on how quickly you get to me, it might be a day, 2 days before I hit the post office. If you catch me this time, great, on time tomorrow, perfect, I can be off, but otherwise, it might be a day or two. Anyways.
Hey, I have a request over in the chat for myself from Emma Coin. She said, "Oh, sexy vamp, I will send you 1,000 fresh, well, as fresh as a hooker can be. Hookers, if you briefly kill yourself." Bye, guys.
Die, vamp! She's dead.
Everybody hurts. Sometime everybody dies. Oh, Captain Pigswing also pops in last minute here with as much as I hate sending money to YouTube, the Streamlabs messages don't seem to be getting through. Fuck's sake. Well, let's refresh over there.
Well,
Let's
wake Vamp back up so she can refresh.
Vamp, wait, come back to life. Kyrian also hit me up again here. I don't super chat. Fuck the big G. What does one have to do to be fully declared as a beardbarian? I want permission to throw on dope face paint. Well, you must merely be a savage, be the beard, and relentlessly raid your opponents and make them cry before you, for they are lesser and weaker. And upon proving yourself to destroy your enemies and all that shit, then I will contact you directly.
I heard cries through the ether. What happened?
she heard cries in the ether. Oh, vampires hate being put in a torpid state.
Somebody was commenting in Super Chat about Streamlabs, because we haven't read those out. So if you'd like to hit those up, and then we can send these wonderful people to go fuck their wives.
Yes.
Let's hear. Fetus the Patty says I was just slaying Urhai now for some grinding. Captain Pipsqueak says the guy who punched the Roo was on a hunting trip because he had cancer, and this was his last wish. A kangaroo had his dog, and he straight up walked over and socked it in the face to rescue his dog.
Hell yeah, that guy's a badass.
And then Calvin says, hurry up and conquer the world. Let us kill in your name.
Soon. Was that all?
Well, I got at least one more question I have to answer here before we lead out, but I'm certain that as soon as I finish this, it'll be the perfect time to hit that credit buttons. Casey Freeman asks, Beardbarian, what is best in life? To see your enemies driven before you, to hear the lamentation of the women. So I know it's to crush your enemies, to see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of the women.
Yes.
Yeah, that was it. You know, I have a problem with that, man. I'm not a Conan fan. He's my son. I try not to pay attention.
Is that all the Streamlabs, Vampy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think we covered everybody. And if any come in late after the show or whatever, you'll still be added to the raffle, and we'll try to holler at you next time. Thank you all so much for coming by and listening to us talk and rant about strange news stories on side quests. And of course, for those willing to wait, there's always a little something special at the end of the credits. Everybody have a good night. See you next time.
All right, it's the end. What were you expecting? Some clever line from Magog? Or another video of Beard burying and a giant fucking teddy bear? No. What? You wanted Vamp, didn't you? That's what you wanted. You wanted to watch her make toast. Well, too bad. You got me.